At a time when the TV and papers are stuffed with fake news. Is it any wonder more and more people are turning to the internet in a vain attempt to try to avoid the confusion being spread by the mainstream media? Not to mention the despicable savagery of mass misinformation. How are we to believe those bleeding lying politicians? Britain, election 2019, utter befuddlement. Join me on this quest for truth amidst nonsense. And join me, Mr. Bossman, on a journey that goes beyond what the press are paid to force feed you. I'm on a journey to the office. Once I'm there, I'll be embarking on what could also literally be called a journey, only this time with a metaphorical literality, a voyage of discovering. I'll be talking to experts, insiders, a woman, my own family members, crackpots, and many more average Jeremys. Please stay with me as I strive for the real truth about this shambolic shit show we're calling the British general election ruining the last Christmas of the decade, 2019. I don't know who to vote for. I mean, it's time for a real change, and maybe I can learn who to vote for. I still need to know. The Labour guys, they say it's time for a real change. Nice and pink. I think it's kind of used to be red, but they're going for a real change. So they've really changed from red to pink. A real change there. Blue guys, Conservatives, get Brexit done. Boris Johnson's big old thumb up raised so that you know that that's a good thing. But trust the thumb on that one. It's got a little tick for the extra funding for the NHS. Bigger tick here. Big tick is really good. 20,000 more police. Big tick. Control immigration, because immigration is out of control. That's definitely a small tick. Or controlling debt, because debt's out of control. Medium tick there. A really small tick for this one. Reaching net zero by 2050. You see how much he cares about that one. Won't raise the rate of income tax, VAT or national insurance. Big tick, because they know you like that. Joe's plan, running for all three colours, which is nice. Build a brighter future. It says stop Brexit. Ironically, it says return home. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Joe. £10 billion every year, every school. Great, I like that a lot. So far, I think that's my favourite one, is it? It's got all the colours. Let's just see the Green Party. And if not now, then when? It says down here, green, vote, green. So not really any information there. It just says 5 words, and then they just change the next word. 5 more words, the same words. It's really, really easy to do a manifesto these days for the Green Party. Put your favourite words in, the rest of our manifesto. Shake up central government. That's the Green. So, Brexit. Nigel Farage. So they've changed their name to the Brexit Party from UKIP. Nope, they left UKIP. They go for a real Brexit. They're asking London to help them get involved, donate and fight. How can anybody not trust the most evil face I've ever seen in my life? £1,000 a year or £100 a month to be in a club with the boys. The boys in the Brexit club. You see they're having a really great time. He's laughing. Then he puts a racial slur in there. 2 more parties to look at. SNP. I'd like to vote for them, but let's see if they've got all the winning chitter chatter. Choose your own future and sign up. Hey, well I can't. Sturgeon, Nicola. Can't get to a text because I don't even know if I'm allowed to vote for her or not. Not going to log in. You'll get my information. Right, let's see what the Welsh guys are up to. Wales party, please. What are they called? Right, here we go. Can I vote for Wales? Would they want to separate from England? Are they going to pull out of Brexit? Let's find out. Would Wales be in charge of Scotland? If Wales takes over Scotland, then does the Prince of Wales take over the Duke of Edinburgh? Become his own dad? Can we vote for Northern Ireland? If we can vote for Wales and we can vote for Scotland, and who's running for Cornwall? It's a 7-party rally for the souls. They say they got better schools. The other guys say they got better schools. They got more money to spend. Where they got the money from? These guys are going to build more houses? This guy, he said he's the best one for everybody. I don't understand. We want more houses for the poor, but we also like more money for the rich. Is that right? I don't know. Do we want the rich? Lots to find out. Very little time to find it out. Elections coming up. We need learning. I'm out there, more politics, and I don't know. I'm a bad guy, actually. Finding myself left cold and none the wiser from the internet, I decided it was time to grab a coat and hit the streets and meet some real people. Before I could carry on walking about all bloody day, it was time for an appointment. I had very carefully arranged local satellites in order to have a conversation via web link with an expert. How was I to know that there was no video calling available in British telephone boxes these days? I mean, we're living in the future, aren't we? This is ridiculous. So I stopped off at the nearest place with Wi-Fi and had a chat with Dan Shaft, head of the Conspiracy Party.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Speak up.
Dan, hello. So you say there's a massive global conspiracy?
Yes.
Can I elaborate?
My dear boy, we don't heard of 9/11? Then
Yeah.
wake yourself up and shake yourself.
That's a bit extreme, isn't it?
Naivety precedes you. The truth is, I have not cracked a nor in my pot.
Yeah,
Thank
all right.
you.
Okay, mate. Does democracy actually exist?
The election was rigged.
The election's rigged.
Firstly, 7 planes left the harbour that day. Nobody asks why.
Planes. What are you talking about, planes?
How many times must I tell you? The toasters, the microwaves, the fridges,
Toasters,
communicates
microwaves.
through the 5Gs across the
Oh.
fact that they're very much connected, so we've got no choice. But to join the ants, take over the universe, the moon and then Mars, it's enough to rebuild the planet
Moon and
if
Mars.
the need should be. Personally, I'd probably go interstellar. Can be done by taking drugs of some sort.
Okay, mate. All right, we're going to take off now.
Oh,
And it's been absolutely pointless, and we'll say goodbye. Okay?
okay.
All right, okay, good. Well, that was an absolute waste of time. Didn't know anything whatsoever.
I'm more
No. Dan, don't forget, I made you promise that you would donate to our Patreon account.
Okay, finish
Okay?
off.
Anything else?
I couldn't go on.
No? All right, then. Well, that's it, then. Look at that, done, mate. I may as well go around knocking on random doors. Shut up, Dan!
This is about the rest of it, actually. It's fine.
I went knocking on some random doors, just like I'd seen MPs and news reporters do on the TV all the time, and Shane Ritchie. Because that's where the salty earth types live, behind doors. First door I knocked on was hiding the 47-year-old ex-criminal Brian Dorff. We blurred his face due to his recognisability and doored openness. Alright, birthday party, anniversary, wedding party, New Year's Eve and Christmas, and then we've got Tories. I get my news from Rupert Murdoch, because he's good friends with all the people that are in the news. Oh, it's wrong. Socialism's bad, right? That's all I know. All I've been told, socialism and communism, they're the same thing as racism and agriculturalism. Now get out my garden. Finding myself entirely unhelped, I skipped a hop across the road to prod 54-year-old cleaner John Jonigan. You know him. He knows your dad. So what I want from you is for you to read the manifesto. You see it's 100 pages long. Not going to happen. No one's going to read it. There's 7 of them. 700 pages that is. I ain't got time for that. At the moment, I've got red. I'm not telling you where I live. It's none of your business. But you should vote for whoever you choose to vote for. Whatever you believe in. I couldn't tell you that, could I? No, after me to influence anybody else, is it? Push my beliefs on you, you can push your beliefs on me. And if you did, sir, I'd send you right out of town, that's for sure. Down the pub, they're not the best trusted sources. No one can decide what's going on. Maybe we'll have 2 more elections next year. Never mind, mate, we'd have an election every day. I get most of the news from Bill. Well, it's up to about 600 now, I think. 100 will do it. They haven't even got enough benches, are they? People standing around the edges and then nobody coming in until they stay home all day. Bloody waste of time, they are. It means everybody can benefit from everybody having a good time. You put the work in, you get paid. But if you don't put any work in, you get paid. It's fantastic. After having been swept away, both literally and probably metaphorically, I headed for the warmth of the weird blue curtain place to have a sit-down chat with one Partley Avenue about the one thing he was supposed to do for this whole video, the bloody idiot. I wanted to learn about a new daily polling app called Democracy, but it was never going to be that easy, was it? Here we are now. Partley Avenue has come to share his fantastic knowledge about a brand new political system. Yes. Which he calls the Daily Polls. The Daily Polls, I said, what does that mean anyway? Partley, what are you going to tell us about your new app? I was in the field all day, roving around the fields. So Las Vegas, where they got all of the stuff there, Nevada. So you met some bloke. I spoke to the man in Silicon Valley. He said to me, it's all about apps now, isn't it? Oh yeah, then what? No, Danigan, his name's a lovely guy. And he's going to tell me all about the nice app he made, because he wants his democracy to be real. Tell him, Partley, tell him about the app. Well, I can't give anything away. No clues, no. Have you heard of the polls? Polling. This polling. But I can't give you any clues. I can't tell you anything other than that. Tell us what happened. No, I'm not going to tell you how it works. You have to wait and see the video. I made a nice video of my man. It's very good. It's really, really nice. Right, well, we're going to watch that then. See you later. You've got to watch it. It's great. I was in the field. I was out in the field. Hello there, I'm Partley Avenue. I'm here with Continuity Status. He's going to talk about some new apparatus that he's made to make polling and voting a whole lot easier. Isn't that right? Hello there. Oh, hi. Yes. Hello. You've invented something, haven't you? Is that right?
So I developed this app. Every day you get to vote for who you want to.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Basically, it's polling. Just put your money into your phone and you can vote 10 times a day.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That means that you can vote for literally anybody?
Every day there's a new prime minister in your case, a new president, or a new king or queen. If everybody's up for the vote, you can be prime minister one day. Imagine.
What is an app?
Well, it's an app. It's part of democracy.
Ah.
Everybody deserves to be Democrat.
Yeah, that's great.
Damn, you know what an app is, right?
Yes, I know. I know what an app is.
Sounds like you're joshing me, partly. Some people, they like hospitals. Some days they might like a school. So politicians can change their values, their ideals, their manifestos daily. It's all up for sale. Vote for your favorite guys on X Factor or English TV.
Who gets to be on EastEnders?
Who?
Wow, brilliant. Is it like a watch inside with cogs?
Cogs. It's not really made of anything. Magic, wires, sand.
Greatest sand, you say?
I can't really explain. I didn't invent computers. I'm not Bill Hicks or Jeremy Gates. I'm just here to make money from democracy.
That is amazing.
Okay.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. And you just keep pressing it to keep your Prime Minister alive. What is it, like a little toy thing? Is it like a Tamagotchi?
No, it's not like a Tamagotchi.
So what is it that's so great about democracy anyway?
Okay. Democracy is everybody gets to have a vote. You get a prize, you get an extra coin, you get an incentive to vote again.
Okay.
The more coins you got, the more votes you got.
That is great.
It works like this. £1 is worth 1 coin, worth 1 vote. You got £1 million on 1 million coins, you get 1 million votes. It's all part of the game. There's much more chance that you're going to be correct when you buy your 1 million votes. It's a democratic system.
I still don't understand. It's really great.
Still don't understand, partly?
You wouldn't happen to have one for me to take home, would you? Just a cheeky one, put in my pocket.
They're not like that, partly. Have you got a phone?
Brilliant.
Download your...
Well, I look forward to purchasing and being purchased by one of those. Thanks very much for coming.
I guess we're done here.
Talking to us.
Real pleasure. Let's hope democracy reigns for everybody in England.
Isn't why like that? Okay, brilliant. And that's back to you, Mr. Bossman, in the...
Halfway through watching Partly's little chat with the app man, I remembered Barbara McClarver was halfway through my vest and socks. So I thought I'd better pop along and see if she knew anything I didn't. She certainly had some opinions. But there's the red one. Green, blue, yellows. The red's a bit more pink now. Red, green, blues and yellows. Brexit. I think their colour is probably brown. But no, they wouldn't like that. They wouldn't like that. They must be white. White's white. No, I can't tell you. No, I can't tell you. Who did I last vote for? No. You're not supposed to ask a lady her name or her age, or who she voted for. Oh, socialism, I wouldn't go near it. Oh, no. It's all up the workers and that, isn't it? And I like the workers, I wouldn't want to stick it up them. Very bad reputation, the socialites. Will you get out of it now? I'm trying to... Dizzied by Barbara and the steam of my own pants, I stumbled wayward, led only by my nose for knowledge. The stink led me to the offices of Kingston Upright, who was busy sorting out his capitalism for the week ahead. Well, that would be some floppy-haired lunatic from the boys' club. Before him was that floppy-haired lunatic from the girls' club. Before her, there's the round, moon-faced boy from the boys' club. My dear boy, I like to take in the mail, but I also like to absorb the Guardian. A regular daily dose of the Independent, wherever I lay my hat. If possible, I like to nurse a mirror with my coffee. It's the guilty pleasure of men. Dear boy, I don't know who you think I am. He looks after my pennies. Would you bloody look? Asking such ridiculous now, this is what you have to put up with, see. The Lord is not one to look up to, my boy. Gotten his name from dirty dealings, erstwhile relationships. Socialism not for you, dear boy. This, my friend, is capitalism. Here we go. Here she comes. Oh, lost her again. The game is about trying to get a piece and then trying to get a little piece more the next day. Put it that way. I'm a rich man, you know. Deep down. Feeling I'd learnt all I could from the guy sticking sellotape to a barbecue, I decided to head back to the bosom of CSTHQ. I had a ton of letters from the service tube community to reflect upon. Maybe they would be helpful in unravelling this disaster. Well, there's answers. I'm very confused still. And I asked a little while ago the good people of the community to answer me this with their questions and tell me the answers. Anyway, here's my results. Mr. A. Bebuff says, Tories are if you're rich, Labour equals poor. So thanks for that one. Didn't know that. So I think I probably would vote for somebody more towards the Labour end. At 49 says, Tories are now nice, Labour is now nasty. They swapped, which means at some point it would have been the other way round. Kept the same colours though, apparently red and blue. Duncan the Dunkmile says, don't listen to anything Nigel says. I think he means Nigel Farage, which brings us on to the next answer from Eddie Real of the Surreals, and he says, up the workers. I think he means the pub workers, which used to be called the Arms or something. Might as well say Gone Fishing. So Eddie Arnold says, you are what you're worth. The rich deserve it, he says. They're rich, they deserve rich things. Thanks for that, Arnold. Someone's mum says, keep up the work, boss man. Thanks to that, someone's mum. That's really nice of someone else's mum. Didn't say good work, it's not even my mum. Anyway, Barry Blaze says, fuck off shit cunt, go back to school.
Well, no, Barry, I don't want to go back to school. I hate school. Barry Blaze there. Thanks very much, Barry. Cyril Smith says, vote for Planet Earth, man. All right, Cyril, will do. Thanks for that. And the last guy says, maybe if you just watch the news a bit, then you won't be such an ignoramus. Probably correct. Put a question mark at the end. So who's the ignoramus now? I say still Barry Blaze. Anyway, I ain't learned nothing. Still not learned anything. So keep on sending your insults in, and I'll lap it up like everything else.
Now not only confused, but utterly dismayed and depressed, I sought the comfort of knowledge from two of my family members, namely, cousins Gertrude and Gopher, who I secretly film. They're settling down to watch LWT's latest farce, Boris Does the Dumbest Shit. I was curious as to what the politically savvy twins really thought of our current PM.
It's Boris! Not my Big B! Johnson! No, not Big B! Big B! He's Prime Minister! Remember when he got stuck on that wire? He got stuck on the wire! Oh, yeah. Big B, my boy! Go on, son! He didn't have the right pair! Yeah. Remember when like that girl come chat some shit up him? And he goes like, yeah, thanks! I remember! Yeah. Do you remember when he held up the kippers? Yeah, I remember. And the asparagus. Is that Big B? Yeah, he's the one that rule over us all. Go on, Big B. That's my Boris. He's our Prime Minister, you know. Yeah. You remember like when... You remember when he goes to play rugby and that? I know, yeah. And like bang, bang, knock all over them kid and that. And like always get the goal though, innit? Always ride the bike. He's a lovely kid. Yeah, big Boris. Always, remember? When he fell in the creek, yeah. Well, he was out there cleaning up Lewisham's murkiest bits of river, wasn't he? Doing a little quaggy for you. Yeah, Big B. He's a good man. He fell in the quaggy in Lewisham, bro. Good looking fella. Well good. I should pay more attention to the telly. Oh, he didn't half look the part when he's waving them kippers around. Yeah. Do you remember? Yeah. I remember. He's very good with veg. The guy's an all-round pro, to get me. Well, he would be so, wouldn't he? Do you remember when he cheated on his wife? He's fantastic. He really does. Just conjure up the way you feel that day, doesn't it? Always makes me feel a good... Do you remember when he... What is an athlete, you see him go? Yeah. He invented with... What? Oh, he didn't know such a did. That's ping pong, do you get me? He's very good at words. Table tennis. I'll say that for him. Do you remember when he said that everyone was it was a great supine protoplasmic. No. Great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. What? Big B? Yeah, he did so, He's very good with his words. Love this man. Jellies, they were. I never understood it, but all I knew was it meant he was cleverer than me. What? I should vote for him. Yeah. Boys, let me in. Get rid of all of the jellies. Come on, let me in. You know, boys, very good show. Right. Well, pair of bastards there. I thought they would be alright. Alright, fellas. No. Duck. No. Right, anyway. I suppose that's it. We're off to see Ladders Terry. Bye. Hello. Supposed to be family. Prime minutes. Really can't commit much more to this election than that, really. Glorious day, out and about learning. I think we've done a massive amount of investigation leading up to Ladders Terry, and it's final words of wisdom. I think I'm done. Go and see Ladders. Alright, go and see Ladders. You guys.
It's absolutely shocking, the way people are indoors. I used to have respect for these two. Now look at them. Last go then, off to Ladders Terry. Maybe finally, something.
What's the matter, mate? Try to do me ladders. Who's the Prime Minister? I do it. Don't bother me, does it? I'm doing me ladders, don't I? Do me ladders first and do me bikes. Me bikes, do me ladders. Come around here anyway, I don't give a toss, do I? What am I talking about, constituencies? I like gravy, I like a bit of liquor, a different thickness. Do me ladders, right? You got your I don't give a toss, and you got your clear off. Oh, Jesus, God, try to do me ladders, mate. Who's got the most ladders? Dunno, Scottish. Top of the ladder. Very long way up there. Just silly sod. Why do you think I've got ladders? None of my business. Vote for him, vote for her. Take for his ladders, mate. You're not getting it either. I don't care, do I? Too many. Not enough. What do you think? Mate, doing my head in, mate. You've got to clear off in, chap. I've got how many bikes here? 4 ladders. I've got to get more ladders. There's another ladder there. Look, I'm going to get that. Come here. Have a look.
Look here. Says it there. The builders of number 10. The builders of number 10. Socialism is all the ladders together and everyone climbing at the top. I've had enough. Clear off. Get out of here, we are. I'm doing it with my ladders and my bikes. Now numbed entirely, but for the dull thud of the pulse in my arsehole, I decided that was enough. Tiredness and confusion had abandoned this shoddy vessel 4 miles ago, and I couldn't blame them. I had not the energy. Mr. Bossman's done for the day. Looking back on the people we've met, I realised the only news that you can really believe, fake or otherwise, even sports, is the news you make yourself. I venture back to Compton Hiqua with only one question left echoing around in my top hat. If there is a massive change, will anyone even notice? I thought you'd think that. Thanks for watching. You make the choices, people. Don't be looking at me for the answers. I've had enough. Good night and goodbye, and I really do mean subscribe. Thanks for watching.